I'ma be frank.
I'ma be real, honest. I got something to say. You know I'ma talk about it before we leave today. I'ma be, I'ma be, I'ma be, I'ma be, I'ma be, I'ma be, I'ma be frank.
2-piece for you real quick. Have grace on yourself and you belong there. This is a lesson that I had to learn for myself, and I'm glad I had the lesson, and I just want to share it with you. I had to learn how to have grace on myself on set when I mess up, when I make mistakes, when I miss a mark, when I do small, minor little things. Mess ups are okay and they're going to happen. We're human, we're not robots. As long as those mess ups aren't due to a lack of preparation, there's grace for that. And you have to give yourself the grace. You have to give yourself the permission to mess up. You know, I learned that firsthand working on set. Especially with Sweet Magnolias, because that was the first, big thing that I booked in my career at that point. And, of course, going in, I was a little bit nervous because that was my first big thing that I booked at that point. So, I'm trying to go in, I do all my work, I prep, I do everything I'm supposed to do. That's my job. But you still get, the nerves still get to you a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So, I go in there and, I'm trying to make sure I don't mess up anything, don't, hit everything I'm supposed to do. Just try to be, perfect, which don't exist. And, when I would mess up, I'll kind of beat myself up in my head a little bit. Nothing too crazy to the point to distract me from the work, but enough to where I'm like, man. And seeing some of the, heavy hitters on the show mess up with grace, they had grace with themselves. They gave themselves permission to mess up if it happened. And seeing that firsthand just made me go, that gave me permission to be like, you know what? It's okay if I mess up sometimes. That's okay. And that just made me more present and more available for the work that was in front of me versus kind of being distracted a little bit. The second thing that I learned, like I said, was you belong there. I definitely felt at times, again, because that was the biggest thing that I booked at that point in my career, I was like, man, do I really belong here? Because it's been almost, at that time, it's been 9 years, and I'm just now starting to get at this level of booking stuff. Do I really belong here? Should I have been there earlier? Man, maybe I'm not as good as I thought I was, or maybe I'm not as good as they think that I am. All that kind of stuff. And you got to get rid of that. You got to declutter that, man. You're there for a reason. No matter what the job, you're at that school for a reason. You're at that job for a reason. You got that promotion for that reason. You're on that set for a reason. You did the work. You put in the work. This isn't to be arrogant by any means, but just really taking a step back and an observation of saying, hey, I put in the work, I did the work, and it's starting to pay off now. And when you take a step back and just kind of take it in and say, you know what, I belong here, then you can own your creativity. You can really step into yourself and be full and present. I'm no better than anyone else, and no one else is no better than me. So yeah, I just want to encourage anybody who's going back into the work field, no matter what that field is, have grace on yourself, and you belong there. Don't let the stuff in your head mess you up. Sometimes lies can come into your head. Sometimes insecurities can come into your head. Sometimes anxiousness can come into your head. All of those things did for me, for sure. So yeah, you have to fight that. Don't let that stuff get in your head to mess you up and distract you from your purpose, the reason why you're there. Don't let that stuff mess you up. You're there for a reason, and you belong there just like everybody else. That's the thing I want to share with you. Apparently the bird outside wants to share it with you too. He's in agreement with me. If you liked any of the content shared in this video, please take a moment to like, share, follow, subscribe. You can do that by going to my website at frankoakley3rd.com. Thank you. Peace.